Is there a timetable on the collab project between you and Future?
Yeah, it probably don't be a me and Future tape no more. Cause Thug in the mix now.
Yeah.
So whatever it would be, it'll be like all three of us.
How exciting creatively is that for you to get in the studio with those two guys and kind of spar with your verses?
Super exciting. To me, them like two of the main people that I would like say I look up to in the rap game, the whole hip hop thing. So to be able to like spar with them, I feel like that's sharpened me up a whole lot.
The one song, the lyric, when, bitch, I'm Lil Baby. How'd you think of it?
I actually came up with it with one of the bros in the studio, but I'm glad we came up with it.
Genius.
Thank you.
We seen you had a couple of shots at Academics on the album.
It was only
two.
One shot.
I thought it was on two songs. I thought it was a song with
Only
Future
one shot.
and on the Turning Point record, right?
Academic niggas think they can't get touched. Meaning somebody who be on the computer all day.
Got you.
It wasn't really
Trolling. It wasn't at him.
Saying
He used him as
I never in my mind did I even think to compare y'all financially.
He
That's
do
what I'm
all the
saying.
time though.
Oh,
not
okay.
with you.
I don't think you talking about
Me.
you.
That's what I'm saying. Why you say me? That's all.
Oh, he said your name?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, rappers treat people
When you
that
say
ain't rappers the worst. That's why I don't deal with it. It's Lil Baby, bro. Lil Baby would never say to another rapper, he was shook of NBA YoungBoy. That's why he's coming to me. He don't want there to be news saying that he's beefing with YoungBoy, so he's begging me, but he's turning up on. I'm like, you wouldn't turn up on YoungBoy like this. I'm like, oh, so you picking and choosing? I can't respect the picking and choosing.
Sis. Damn. Call me Shakira for the night is crazy. This mascara, y'all, go get this. Better than... Who is that? Somebody just requested my live. Hold on, wait. Do it again. I didn't see. Do it again. I didn't see. I love y'all so much. All right, I'm about to go, seriously. Okay, screenshot. All right. No.
Everybody can't be hot.
Somebody got to know what's going on.
Somebody got to goddamn be aware.
Ow! What the
They hit you?
Yes! Right in my face.
The phone?
Yes.
Hey, Lil Baby, what's good, phone number? No, I'm a Z, homie. No, bro, I'm not even stepping on you, fo. I'm a real Z, though. I'm just trying to give you your credit, you feel me? I know I am, twin. I'm a Z. If you in Miami, you feel me? Show love, just be cool. You don't gotta be all extra, you hear me? Hey, much love, brother. Hey, God, I just wanna let you know it's all love, brother. I understand respect, folks.
You might not believe it, but Lil Baby is staring down what could be the biggest legal nightmare of his career. And honestly, things are looking really bad. After a shocking incident involving NFL star Keon White, the police have been watching Lil Baby closely for months, and this latest mess could be the cherry on top for prosecutors who've been coming for his 4PF crew for years. Lil Baby is now under serious legal scrutiny, and the fallout could change his life forever. But before we dive into the chaos, hit that subscribe button, because what you're about to hear goes way beyond the headlines. This story has layers: strip clubs, NFL money, federal investigations, and street politics all colliding in one night, and it's as wild as it sounds. First, let's talk about Keon White. If you don't follow football closely, let me paint the picture. This isn't some random guy. We're talking about a 27-year-old NFL defensive end who stands 6 feet 4 inches and weighs 285 pounds of pure muscle. He gets paid millions to tackle people for a living, and he's worked his whole life to reach this point. White had recently been traded to the 49ers from the New England Patriots and was enjoying a breakout season. He's disciplined, focused, and far from the street drama Lil Baby thrives in. But despite all that, in one night, even someone like him almost lost it all over what started as a simple beef. And the fact that a professional athlete with college education and a clean record got dragged into this shows just how crazy the situation really is. Now, let's set the scene. It's February 9th, 2025, right after the Super Bowl in San Francisco. The city is buzzing with parties, wine celebrations, and general chaos. Keon White decides to throw his own private Super Bowl celebration at a spot called Dia Lounge on Mission Street. This wasn't just any party. The lounge was transformed into a full-blown strip club setup. topless dancers, dollar bills everywhere, and an atmosphere that could rival a scene from a movie. The police report described the scene as chaotic, with women picking up bills off the floor, some completely topless, clearly adult entertainers, and partygoers everywhere. Meanwhile, Lil Baby had just performed in San Francisco the night before. Instead of heading back to his hotel like any smart artist would, he decided to keep the party going. But this is where things started going downhill. Lil Baby and his entourage wanted access to Keon White's private party downstairs, but they weren't invited. They were stuck upstairs on the main floor, and tensions started brewing. You already know how these situations go when famous rappers try to crash a private NFL player's event. Egos clash, and someone's pride is about to get bruised. On one side, you've got Lil Baby, a world-famous rapper used to VIP treatment everywhere. On the other, Keon White, a 6 feet 4 inches, 285-pound defensive end, standing his ground at his own party. Neither side was willing to back down. Things escalated quickly. Witnesses told police that Lil Baby's crew became aggressive trying to get into the private section. Keon White refused to move, and the argument heated up. At one point, a witness went upstairs to get the manager to help calm the situation. While he was gone, 2 gunshots rang out from downstairs. When he returned, the scene had turned into total chaos. Keon White was on the ground with a bullet wound in his left ankle, bleeding heavily. People were screaming, running for exits, and the party instantly became a crime scene. And it wasn't just 2 shots. Another witness claimed they heard 4, and the police found 2 shell casings, a 9mm and a .45 caliber. That means either 2 guns were fired or 2 shooters were involved. Adding to the mess, police found an abandoned cell phone at the scene. That phone could hold everything from call logs to texts to fingerprints. For the feds, it might be the piece of evidence that cracks the case wide open. And here's a note on White. When the police asked him who shot him, he said nothing. He stayed silent, didn't snitch, and didn't cooperate. That's street code in action. Even though he's an NFL player making millions, he refused to betray anyone. But here's why this situation is particularly dangerous for Lil Baby. He's been under federal scrutiny for a while. The Atlanta District Attorney, Fani Willis, has been investigating him and the entire 4PF crew. They've been monitoring social media, music lyrics, associates, finances, everything. It's not just a sudden investigation, it's years of surveillance building a case. And the San Francisco shooting just gave prosecutors more ammunition. You might remember the incident that really put Lil Baby on the radar. He filmed a music video in enemy territory, a neighborhood tied to serious gang activity. The video showed him and his crew flashing money, throwing up gang signs, and taunting rivals. That action alone led to retaliation, and tragically, 2 minors lost their lives in the crossfire. Suddenly, yet a music video wasn't just art, it became evidence in a federal investigation. Authorities argued that Lil Baby's actions directly contributed to criminal activity, and they started treating 4PF like a criminal enterprise, not a music label. Knowing the heat was coming, Lil Baby tried to adapt. He ended 4PF and started a new label called Glass Window. The name wasn't random, it represented transparency, a way of saying, I've got nothing to hide. He shifted his image, posting about family, business ventures, and charity, and distancing himself from associates who were too connected to street activity. He hired lawyers, accountants, and professional managers, trying to show the world he was no longer a street rapper, but a legitimate businessman. Even with these changes, the San Francisco shooting made things exponentially worse. Now, when an NFL player is shot, local police aren't the only ones involved. The NFL itself, a multi-billion-dollar organization, jumps in to protect its players. The 49ers, who traded valuable assets to get White, have a vested interest. The mayor of San Francisco publicly addressed the incident, and because Lil Baby is from Atlanta and the shooting happened in California, the case automatically falls under federal jurisdiction. The feds can tie this to ongoing RICO investigations, framing it as a multi-state criminal operation involving violence, retaliation, and organizational leadership. Now, Lil Baby is facing a lose-lose scenario. If he talks publicly, anything he says could be used against him. If he stays quiet, the public might assume guilt. The music industry is distancing itself. Labels, streaming platforms, concert venues, and radio stations are cautious about associating with someone accused of shooting an NFL player. And the NFL? They have influence over streaming, radio, and media. They can effectively make his career vanish. Beyond the law, there's street politics. the Bay Area isn't Atlanta. Outsiders aren't tolerated when they disrespect local heroes. Lil Baby might have connections in Atlanta, but in San Francisco and Oakland, he's just another rapper who caused problems and created enemies he didn't even know existed. Cultural and community backlash adds another layer of risk. When an outsider shoots a local hero, city pride and street reputation come into play, further complicating his situation. Legally, Lil Baby could face decades in prison. Criminal charges might include attempted murder, assault with a deadly weapon, conspiracy, and RICO violations. In California, attempted murder alone can carry 15 years to life. Add weapons and conspiracy charges, and he could be looking at a life sentence. Civil lawsuits from Kion White and the 49ers could total millions, factoring in lost earnings, medical bills, and punitive damages. Even a plea deal wouldn't protect him from serious prison time. Federal minimums are harsh, and cooperation doesn't guarantee freedom. It's a tragic situation. Lil Baby had everything: fame, fortune, talent, and influence. He could have focused purely on music and business, but he couldn't leave the streets behind. His actions show the danger of trying to straddle both worlds. The streets don't care about Grammy nominations or platinum albums. Debts are collected the moment you're most vulnerable. And now, Lil Baby faces the possibility of decades in federal prison, a destroyed career, and personal tragedy for himself and his family, all over a confrontation that started at a private party. So, what's next for Lil Baby? Federal indictments are likely. The dominoes could fall on his entire crew. Plea deals, trials, and possible cooperation could shape the next few years of his life. The odds of conviction in a RICO case are extremely high. Even if he fights, the system doesn't give out get-out-of-jail-free cards, and the consequences will be life-changing. This could be the biggest fall from grace in hip-hop in years. At the end of the day, this story is a cautionary tale. Money, fame, and talent can't protect you when the streets and law collide. Lil Baby may have had the world at his fingertips, but choices made in the heat of ego and pride could cost him everything. His career, his freedom, and even his family's future hang in the balance. And as this story develops, one thing is clear: the streets don't love anybody back. No amount of fame or fortune can keep you safe when you play in their arena. So, what do you think? Can Lil Baby beat these charges, or is he cooked? Should he have walked away from street life once he made it big? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and make sure you subscribe because this story is far from over. We'll be watching as the federal case unfolds, the RICO investigation progresses, and the streets react. This might be the defining moment of one of the biggest rappers of his generation, and it's a fall that nobody saw coming. Until next time, stay safe out there. And remember, no matter how much money you have, no matter how famous you are, the streets don't forgive. Peace.